So as you guys know already, me and Nivea, we have a couples channel, and that's still up and running. I decided to make my own channel because basically, like, I've been wanting to make my own YouTube channel forever now. Like, it all started, I believe, back in like late 2017. I wanted to start my YouTube channel, and that was way before me and Nivea even thought about making a couples channel. I always thought that she wouldn't really be into it, so I always thought, like, I'm not gonna ask her if she wants to do a couples channel, because she's probably gonna be like, I don't want to do that shit. So I was getting ready to do my own YouTube channel, and I didn't end up doing it because I didn't have the money at the time to buy like the nice camera, the nice lighting, blah blah blah. So I wanted to wait until I had like good material and, you know, good technology, a nice laptop, a nice camera, blah blah. You honestly don't need all of that to make a nice YouTube video, but I thought that at the time, so I put it off and I forgot about it. But now we have our couples channel, and we haven't really been making videos back to back because we both have very different schedules. I work at a different schedule. Nivea's in the army, so she works at a different schedule. I'm home a lot more than she's home. Like, I get off at a set time every day. She doesn't. So it's really hard to make YouTube videos because when I come home, I gotta cook, I gotta clean, and we gotta do things, we gotta take care of things now that we're off work. And it's just like, by the time we actually have time to make a YouTube video or vlog, we're like exhausted and we're ready to go to bed and get ready for the next day. So I was like, you know what, in my spare time when I'm off from work and when she's at work, whatever, I should just start making my videos. And yeah, so that's why we're here today. Welcome to my channel. Lifestyle vlogs, advice videos. I'm gonna try out some new things, whether it's a haul, like I shop at Pretty Little Thing a lot. I was thinking about doing a Pretty Little Thing haul, a Fashion Nova haul, because I have a lot of clothes from them. So I was thinking, that'll be some nice material to have for my vlog. I'm not a makeup artist, so I was like, I don't know if I should do makeup because I'm not that good at makeup. I barely think I'm good at doing my own makeup, so I don't know if that's something I really want to do. But if you guys request it, I'll do it. You know, I'm here to make you guys happy, and I'm here to gain a following and subscribers. So whatever you guys want to see, just let me know, comment below, inbox me, DM me on my social media outlets, and I'll make videos for you guys. So today I thought for the first vlog or the first video, whatever, I should do a Q&A, so that way you guys know who you're gonna be subscribed to. I think a Q&A, get to know me video would be perfect for the first videos. Here we go. So I have some questions that some people DM'd me, and I also have some from like just regular Q&A questions. So first question, where are you from? I was born in Manhattan, but I was raised in the Bronx and raised in Harlem. So Manhattan and the Bronx, but mainly all my life, for half of my life, I lived in the Bronx. And then I moved upstate to, I don't even want to say where I moved because I hate that place still to this day, and I hate everybody there. But yeah, my mom moved me to this town in upstate New York when I was like 13, and I hate that place. So basically when people ask me where I'm from the Bronx, because it is true, I am from the Bronx. I was born and raised, and yeah, so I'm from the Bronx, New York City. How is life being a gay femme? That's a good question. Life being a gay femme, well, how can I put this? Okay, life being a gay femme is not, I'm not gonna say it's hard, I'm not gonna say it's super easy. A lot of people don't take you seriously, especially men, and it's kind of insulting to me because it's like, okay, like I understand typically everyone thinks that, especially religion wise, a man is supposed to be with a woman, and that's how it's supposed to be. And I've had people come at me crazy because of, you know, religion. I had people come at me crazy because they're jealous. A lot of men are really jealous of gay women because they feel like they take all the women, and I believe that too. Gay women get women quicker than men, and that's for certain reasons. That could be another video. But a lot of males challenge me. A lot of males try me, like basically like they'll try to talk to me and they don't take my relationship seriously. They don't take me seriously, and that bothers me a lot. Like that bothers me so much because it's like, this is the person that I love, this is what I like, respect it. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, it's gonna make me talk to you. Simple. And then when you say that, they get mad and they start talking shit and they start saying disrespectful things. And it's like, listen, there's people out there who are trying to marry their pets. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there are some strange people out there who have strange love interests, and you're worried about me, who's married to my wife, another human being who's the same age as me. Like, you're worried about me. There's people out there trying to be with little kids. Like, leave me alone. I'm with another human being who's of age just like me, and we're living our happy gay life. Leave us alone. Yeah, like, it's 50-50. It could be hard, it could be challenging, but mostly it's actually, I love being a femme. I love being a femme. Like, I love the gay community. I love being a femme. I love all of it. Like, gay people are chill, you know. And I mean, yeah, like, I don't really let shit like that bother me, but it is hard because people could say some really rude and disrespectful things, and you know, some people aren't even worth arguing with. So you just gotta pick your battles when it comes to people like that. What are your biggest challenges with being a military wife? Some of my eye is twitching. I don't know, it's kind of weird. And excuse my skin right now, guys. Like, I'm honestly like going through a lot right now in my life, so like I'm breaking out like crazy. Hopefully you guys can't see it, but this camera is not my friend. This is such a good camera, but it literally, I don't have perfect skin and I'm not perfect, so it just puts every imperfection out there. This is another reason why I'm recording the video over, because I did another Q&A, but I didn't like the way I looked, so I was like, ooh, this camera is just so HD. Challenges with being a military wife. There's a lot. I am gonna say that in the beginning, like everything else in life, it's very challenging. It is very hard. That first deployment, that first everything, your partner going to basic, all that is very hard. Well, okay, I was with Nivea before the army, so that transition was kind of hard because I'm used to these. At the time I was used to the civilian Nivea. I wasn't used to the soldier Nivea. And the army does change a person. It does. Like, they develop certain habits, a certain way of speaking, they meet new people. It does change people. But as you get older, especially, like, we face so many challenges in our relationship just because we're young, we're gay, we've been together since we were young, we've been together since we both had like no jobs. It was like our parents was paying for everything for us because we were teenagers, and we were with each other for our first jobs, like all that. Like, so we knew that we weren't going to be the same people throughout our relationship. We both knew we were going to change. But let me just stick to the subject. So what's typically hard about it, I would say, is definitely the distance. Definitely going through those times where you have to be away from each other, and it's really hard when you're used to being with this one person every single day, every minute of the day, every second, being with them, and they're like away from you for these long amounts of time. And it's just like, what is life without you? Like, I don't even know what this is. It's like heartbreaking almost, but you do get used to it, and it gets very, very easy as time goes by. I talk a lot. I spend too much time on one subject. How old are you? I just turned 22 on August 1st. I'm 22. Oh my god. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I see myself with my degree. I see myself owning my own business or businesses. I'm really trying to work on that now because I'm obsessed with boss females. Like, I admire so many women who are like doing their thing, selling their own products, like being their own boss and making bread from home. Like, I find that so amazing. Like, I love that. Like, I want to do that so bad. So I have a whole bunch of ideas in my head, a whole bunch of ideas jotted down. So I'm not gonna say in 5 years it's gonna happen. I'm gonna have that happen within the 5 years, so hopefully soon. So definitely with a degree, a baby, because you know we're kind of getting ready to work on that, and with my own business. What was one of your biggest struggles while you were growing up? I had a few struggles growing up. I would have to say one of my biggest struggles growing up, this topic isn't really a topic that's always discussed, and I'm always hesitant to discuss this topic because so many people have different opinions on this topic. So I'm black and white, My mother's black, my dad is Italian. Like I said, I grew up in the Bronx and I grew up in Harlem. So I would say mostly I hung out with girls who were darker than me. So black girls, I hung out with a lot of black girls, and that was my comfort zone. Like that was really my comfort zone. Like I felt comfortable. I felt like I belonged. And there was moments in my childhood where people were very prejudiced towards me. People treated me funny because I have blue eyes, and I typically, to a black person, I do look like a white girl. So they treated me funny, and I would always wish that I was darker, or I always wish that I had certain features so no one would make fun of me and make me feel out of place. And that was hard for me growing up. Like I remember this one little girl, we got into a stupid argument. I had to be like 8 or 9 in the park. We got into a stupid argument. I don't even know what it was over. It was something dumb. And she was like, Whitey. I was like, Whitey? Like what kind of, am I a dog? That sounds like a dog's name. So and still to this day, being an adult, being a woman, I go back to that block because my grandmother lived in that block. That's what I mean by I grew up in Harlem. I was always at my grandma's house, and I would always play in the park a block away from her house. And I go through so much over there. And like I said, typically a lot of black people look at me and they think I'm white. They don't know that I'm mixed. My mother is a whole black woman. She's 100% black. And it just bothers me because it's like, this is my comfort zone. These are the people who I feel the most comfortable hanging out with, but yet I feel so out of place. And it's like, I shouldn't, because I came from a black woman. I came out of her vagina. Like that's my mother, you know. And it's like, I am more in tune with my mother's culture than I am with my dad's. Like if you hang out with me and you see what I know, whether it's music, whether it's food, whether it's having my hair getting straightened with a hot comb on the stove, like I know a lot of things because I grew up with it. And people don't know that about me when they first see me. When they first see me, they assume things, and that always bothered me. Like that's something I really struggled with growing up, and it bothered the fuck out of me. Still to this day I go through shit like that. Like I hate that. Like I'm just like, I don't listen, I am half white. Like my dad is Italian. I am, well, technically Italians are Latin, but we're not gonna discuss. But yeah, like I am half Italian, and I don't try to act like I'm not, but I am also black. And being more in tune with my black side than I am with my white side, I feel more comfortable being around black people. But I haven't always felt welcome. I haven't always felt welcomed, and I've always been either made fun of or called certain things, or certain things have been said around me or towards me about me and how I look. And that always bothered me. Like my mom, she used to have to look at me in my face and grab my face when I was little and be like, you're black, don't let nobody tell you you're not black, you know. And that shit used to bug me. But yeah, so that's definitely something I struggled with being young, and still to this day I struggle with it. So I mean, I can't help it. That's just how the world is. The reason behind my last breakup. I don't even think I remember my last breakup. I swear, when you fall in love with somebody, everybody in your past just poofs. Like, well, for me, like honestly, anybody before Nivea is like, who? Like, I don't know who you, I don't know. It's like I haven't even had like a love life before her. And I barely did, to be honest. So, a description of the person you dislike the most. I mean, well, I have people in my life now that I have, like, I don't want to say beef, because I really don't have beef with anybody. Like, if I don't like you, I just won't be around you. I won't, that's it. Like, I won't talk to you, I won't be around you. You're a non-factor. Like, that's it. I'm an adult. I don't need to have beef with anybody. I don't need to want to fight anybody. I'm grown. I have shit to lose. I'm not going to jail for anybody. But if you come crazy at me, I'm the type of person, I don't even need to fight anybody. My mouth is so reckless, I could kill you just with words. So I don't even need to do that. But anyway, I cannot stand fake females. I cannot stand fake anybody, fake people. So a description of the person that I don't like, or someone that I wouldn't like, is a fake person. Someone who talks shit about a lot of people. someone who is very envious, very insecure. I cannot have insecure people around me because they're the most annoying fucking people to be around. And I understand everybody has insecurities, whether you like it or not. Everybody has insecurities. It doesn't have to be typically about yourself, about like your looks. It could be about anything. But I cannot be around an insecure female. Fake bitches, insecure bitches, bitches that talk shit about a lot of people. That's pretty much it. I love genuine people. I like genuine, real ass people, people with good energy, good vibes, people, and it's genuine. It's not people who are trying to give off that they have this personality and they're so vibrant, like they're trying. Like, no, it's just, it just flows naturally. Like, that's naturally who you are. You give off that energy. You're that type of person. Like, I love people like that. I hate people who try to be something they're not. Try so hard to make people think that they're so happy and they're the most miserable people. Like, anyway, so how my last kiss went down. It literally happened a while ago in the kitchen, and I was like I was in the middle of doing my hair, but I went in the kitchen to make some soup. But yeah, like, I like vanilla, I'm boring. Vanilla and chocolate, whatever. What's the meanest thing anyone has ever said to you? What's the meanest thing anyone has ever said to me? I don't know. I don't know what's the meanest thing anybody said to me. Nothing really. I mean, the only person I could say that could really hurt my feelings is Nivea, because I love her so much. So, but I can't think of anything that she said to me that really hurt me that bad. But anybody else, like, yeah, somebody could say something to me that I don't like and I'll be mad, but I won't, my feelings won't be hurt. Like, I won't be like wanting to fight them type shit. But I don't know, I can't, it's not coming to mind right now. Most embarrassing moment. What's my most embarrassing moment? Oh my god, yo, this was the most mind-blowing thing like that's ever happened to me. Still to this day, I'm so mad. Me and my cousin, we were really close growing up, right? This is the same park that me and that little girl got into that little argument with that I was talking about. So our moms, our cousins, our aunts, they would all come to my grandmother's house in Harlem on the weekends sometimes, and they would all play cards, all the adults. So we would just be sitting in the living room, bored as hell. And during that time, we always had people take us to the park. Like, we weren't allowed to go to the park by ourselves. And it was like 9 o'clock at night already. But it was, the park was jumping. My grandma, she lived by Rucker Park in Harlem. And if you're familiar with Harlem, you know Rucker Park is popping. Like, they always got something going on in the basketball court. They always got music playing. Like, it's lit over there. So, and it was during the summertime, so it was really lit. So we were like, please, can we go to the park? There was no one that could take us because everybody was playing cards and they weren't leaving that table. So we were like, can we please just go? Like, at that time I had to be like 11, 12. I was like, I'm getting older. Like, can I please go by myself? So they actually let us go by ourselves. So me and Aisha, we went to the park by ourselves. We literally did not leave that park because we were told that to not leave that park unless we're coming home. Don't go nowhere else. So we were just on the swings, and mind you, it was dark. The parks, they have lights and stuff, but it wasn't bright lights where it was like daytime type shit. Like, it was still dark, but we were like on the swings, right? And I guess they told our older cousin to go get us, and basically he said that he went and he didn't see us there. So we're on the swings, an hour goes by, an hour and 15 minutes goes by, we're on the swings. All of a sudden we see my aunt, Aisha's mom, like just standing right there on the side of like the entrance where you come in to get on the swings. And we're like, oh hey, like we're all normal, blah blah. She's like, come on, let's go, let's go. So I'm like, we're like, all right, so we're going, right? As soon as we get to the park entrance, we get right outside the park. She start beating our ass, like in front of people, like start beating our ass. And we're like, what's going on? Literally, this man walks by with his son, and I guess his son was being bad, and he was like, see, that's gonna help him to find out. He went to the park and he saw us. I know he saw us because we were on the swings, or he just went in there, didn't look good enough, and he came back to the house and told them, I don't see them, they're not there. And so her mom came with him, and and whooped our ass in front of the park. And he just stood there like, while we was getting our ass beat. This is our cousin, our loyal cousin, and he's older than us. He was always the one getting us in the most trouble growing up because he was older and he just loved seeing us get our ass beat. That had to be still to this day, that's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. I didn't want to go back to that park. What do you love the most about yourself? I love my personality. I like to think that I have a chill personality. I'm very chill. I can hold a conversation with any type of person. I'm not a very judgmental person. I try not to be. I just like my personality. I like my personality, like, and I think that's very important. Like, not a lot of people could really sit down and say, I like me, you know? Like, it's a lot of self-hatred in this world, a lot of envious women in this world, a lot of fake happy, I'm so in love with myself women in this world. So not a lot of women could genuinely say I like me, and I could say I like me. So I like my personality. You hate or hated the most about school? Okay, well, growing up in the Bronx, I actually really loved school. Like, I was always excited to go. Like, I just love school growing up in the Bronx. And like, everybody that I went to elementary school with, we moved up to middle school with. Like, I knew everybody. But when my mom decided to move us upstate, I was like 12. I was just becoming pretty much like a teenager. I was about to be 13. I'm going to this new place when I'm used to everybody that I'm with, because we all pretty much grew up together. And well, we all decided to go to the same middle school because it was like right there from the elementary school, like a few blocks away. And I'm coming to this new place where people talk different. It's really different than the city. Like, you have some people up there that's from the city and they have like the city accent, but it's more suburbia up there. It's more calmer, quiet, open space, you know, like, it's not a city at all. But like, it was so annoying. Like, all the girls hated me for no reason. I guess they felt intimidated because most of the girls up there, they want to be from the Bronx. Like, they literally lie and say they're from the city because that's like the thing. And like, I guess they just hated me off the bat because they probably thought I was all that because I'm coming from the city. And like, they were like, they all hated me. Like, they all wanted to fight me. They all hated me. And I'm like, I'm not used to this. Like, I grew up with people who fuck with me. Everybody fucks with me. So I'm like, I'm coming to this place where I'm around so many hating ass females. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where did my mom bring me? What is this? The school's nicer. I give them that. The school looks like some Degrassi school. I was like, okay. I was like, the city definitely don't have this unless you downtown in bougie ass Manhattan, but definitely not the Bronx. So this school was popping, but the people, the bitches, they were some hating ass bitches and they did not like me. And I was like, what did I do to y'all? I just got here. Like, what is going on? So my first few weeks was hard. My first few months was hard. And it just kept going. Like, all these girls, they kept not liking me all the way until high school. And we all went to the same high school because there was only one high school in that stupid ass town. So all these girls just didn't like me the whole time I was living there until I grew up and turned 18 and left. So I hated school because of that. I didn't want to be there. I had friends. I had like 2 friends, but other than that, I always felt out of place there because I always felt like nobody ever liked me. Everybody always was hating. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to be here. I used to skip class. I used to fucking just not care. And like, that alone just ruined my school experience. So yeah. The people. How many kids do you want in the future? So at first I always wanted 3 kids, but now growing up, seeing what life is all about, seeing what kids is all about, being married, putting our 2 opinions together on how much kids we should have, we decided we should only have 2. For a long time we were saying 1, but now we're gonna say 2 because I actually pray to God I get to have both sex like kids. Like, I can have a girl and a boy, I'll be happy. But I mean, if I get 2 of the same sex, I'm gonna have to try that one last time, and hopefully I get the one I want. But yeah, so 2, and if I get 2 of the same sex, I'm gonna have 3. 2, what are 2 of your insecurities? I'm not really insecure about a lot of things. I mean, I used to be, honestly. Like, I used to be really hard on myself about the dumbest things, but if I had to really think, definitely my skin. I don't have good skin. I'm sure you guys could see because this camera does not do me any justice. This Canon G7X does not do me any justice. It's a good camera, but it's a good camera for people with like airbrush skin, and that's not me. So definitely my skin. And I was insecure about my weight for a long time, but I fixed that, thank God. I used to always be like really skinny. I used to be like really skinny to a point where I had like absolutely no curves, not even a little nothing, like nothing anywhere. And I had no legs, no nothing. And honestly, to each his own. Everybody has their preference. Some women love being skinny, and I honestly, a female could be stick skinny, but that confidence, like if they have genuine confidence with themselves, they look good. But me, I was uncomfortable. I was always obsessed with like being curvy, like, and I always looked at my mom. My mom always had like crazy curves, and I was like, yo, like it's destined for me. I just gotta eat more. Like I gotta grow up a little bit, and then I know what's gonna happen for me. And it did. Like I feel out really nice when I have a certain amount of weight on me. Like I look good. I don't even need to go to a doctor. And also I have really small boobs. Like my boobs are so small. I'm gonna get them done. I don't know when. I want to get them done like next year, but we'll see. But yeah, like I was always insecure mostly, I would say, about my face and my boobs, because my boobs are really small. But when I started gaining weight, they started to get a little more meaty, but not that much. But like the way my lower body started filling out, I really didn't care about my boobs anymore. I had like this Alicia Keys body going on. Like I don't know if y'all ever seen Alicia Keys body, like back when she first came out and like she was still like singing and stuff. She always had like the small boobs and the nice hips and the big butt. Like I started admiring women who look like that instead of having the big titties and everything. I started admiring women who look more like me, and I was okay with being small up top and filling out the bottom. I think that's sexy as fuck. So I was like, you know what? I don't even need to get my boobs done. But now I'm starting to think I kind of want them still. So I'm sitting in this position for a long time. It really hurts. Where have you lived before? I haven't really lived that many places yet, because she just joined the army in 2015, so this is our first duty station. But before that, we both lived in New York together, and before that we both lived in Austin, Texas together. So I only lived 3 places: New York, Texas, and Colorado. Question: what are my future plans? Definitely, I didn't even mention this in the where do I see myself in 5 years, but definitely, hopefully with like at least 1 million followers on YouTube, 1 million subscribers on YouTube, a good following on my social media outlets. I'll definitely have my degree, and like I said, definitely have my own business or businesses started up. So that's something that I want to work towards. I just want to build a brand for myself. Like I'm obsessed with women who are bosses. Like I'm obsessed with the idea of being my own boss, having my own shit, having my own brand. Like I think that's the most amazing thing ever. Like to make a career off of you being your shit. Like someone wanting to buy something because it's mine and has my name on it, I think it's an amazing thing. So hold on. Hey.
What are you doing?
Making my YouTube video.
You ain't doing shit.
Okay. I'm like literally making my YouTube video. Say hi to the people.
No.
Why? I love you. Alright. Okay guys, so that's all of the questions that I have for today. Just let me know what you want to see, and I'll make some videos, guys. I'm gonna try and upload some as much as I can, at least once every week, if not more. If I get the kind of response that I want to get, I'll get. The more response I get, period, the more videos I'll make. But yeah, it's Teresa, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.